Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about for today is the idea of these exceptions to Lewis theory that I've kind of alluded to before. So there are a couple different scenarios we have to keep in mind when we're trying to draw a Lewis structure. The first thing I want to talk about is incomplete octets. So as I've said, something like hydrogen and helium, you have to remember that they don't want an octet necessarily. They only want to have 2 electrons in their outer shell. There are some other exceptions you have to watch out for, namely boron and aluminum like to have 6 electrons. So these elements don't follow the octet rule. So when you want to make these electrons happy, you're not looking for 8 electrons, you're looking for 2 electrons or 6 electrons. So that's the only thing you have to remember. The next thing I want to talk about is something known as an expanded octet. Which means there are more than 8 outer electrons. So expanded octets occur for things that have empty d orbitals, so they take advantage of the d orbitals. D orbitals. And we'll run into a few examples when we do the lab this week. So keep an eye out for those. And then finally, the next thing you have to worry about is electrons that, or compounds that have an odd number of electrons. So basically what happens is you have 1 unpaired electron. This isn't necessarily a stable compound, but it does happen. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next time.